Hello to all my friends out there. Hi, you guys. I hope everybody is doing okay. So tonight the video is rotating your stockpile, eat your food down and save money. So basically one of the reasons for stockpiling is to save money. So I bought this candle papaya passion marked down. It was $3.84 to $2.75. So I had to go up to Walmart today, and I found this peach mango popsicle candle for $1.50. And so I wanted to find a candle for my daughter-in-law so I can just fit the lid on here. And so that is awesome. I met a nice lady up at Walmart today. She has a Facebook page, Simply Renee. It's Facebook, and join the VIP because she sells a certain kind of skincare, and she was telling me that it really works on crepey skin. My arms are terrible. I don't know how. I think I fried them driving. I'm not sure. I hate sun. Could just be old age. So the product is Focus on Beauty, Simply Renee. She might be starting a YouTube channel. We'll get into that in a little while. So okay, I have to eat every day. So I want to eat my stockpile down. So at some point I stockpiled this pink salmon. Bought at Walmart for $1.80. Tonight's the night. All right. So it's very important to kind of rotate your food so it doesn't expire. I learned something. I want to stockpile food in a way that does not attract rodents or insects, because I have a lot of eBay stuff in my house. So I like to pour. I'm trying to cut carbs, and I want to pour a little lemon juice. I always have that. Okay, I was so exhausted. I've had insomnia. So this morning I went to Ralph's, and I knew I could find this stuff marked down. So what I wanted to do is make some cottage cheese. So I just put 2 cups of buttermilk. I make cottage cheese all the time, but I make regular milk into buttermilk, and then I heat it, and when it separates. But this is better. I can't believe I didn't know this. I learned this from some people in line at Smart and Final. I will be getting some more screens. And then, oh, this is 100% better. So I just put it on low, and I heated it. I could make fry bread. I think I'm gonna make yeast bread tomorrow. So let this drain for a little while. So you just heat it to boiling, and you can shape it into a nice little ball of cheese, and you can, I will eat this like cottage cheese. And so I got pineapple out of my stockpile. See this? Can you see this? So you want to drain it for a little while, and the whey, you can drink the whey like tea. You can do this out of soy milk. If you find good grade soy, you can make tofu. This is like little Miss Muffet sat on her tuffet eating her curds and wheys. You know, there is no Vaughn's, there was no Ralph's. People had to make stuff. You want to make sure you don't. All right, let me let it drip. Okay, so, you know, I try all kinds of things, and I want to go back to a low-carb diet. It's not that hard. I've been on one all my life. So this morning, you saw I went to Ralph's, and my idea was to stock up on produce. Well, it wasn't in the cards. That is okay. I bought a nice tomato at Walmart. They had them. These were 50 cents each, but they look good and they weren't half rotten, so it's enough for 2 meals. So I'll make myself a little salad. And I have, you know, cottage cheese. But when you're cutting carbs, if you want to cut them without suffering, substitute one. I learned this from going to the gym. Substitute 1/3 cup rice. You know how the rice, the bodybuilders, now they eat a lot because they're building muscle, but if you're older, to be honest, you know, it's going to take you a while to get some muscle. So here is 3 tablespoons rice, and I learned this on a bodybuilding channel, a man. And some of the men stay lean during competitions. You know, some of them lose a lot of weight to get lean, and some of them say they have found it easier just to stay lean. Okay, one of the things I stockpile is pickled food. This is some pickled okra. I find these to be pretty good, or you can just use regular pickles. So this is going to be a pretty big salad, enough for 2 today and tomorrow. The meat that I baked up, enough for 2 days. That was really successful, but it left me really, really full. So like today, it was a long time before I got hungry, and I prefer not to get that full. And then I pickled these carrots. So once you start doing some of this stuff, and you go to the store, either they don't have what you need or you don't like the price. That's good, because the last time you got, you pickled food, you pickled some onions and some carrots. You can just use regular pickling brine. And then I have some pickled zucchini that I made. So actually they had some nice zucchini, some nice cucumbers, but I thought I have zucchini, so I don't really need cucumbers. And there's some onions. So this is a pretty cheap meal. That is the idea. And then I will put the cottage cheese in a little bowl, or the cheese. If you were making anything that called for cheese, okay, so here's the whey. And let me taste this. So you don't add anything to it, you just heat it and you get yourself some really good cheese. That is so much better than turning your milk into cottage cheese and making it that way. And then I have some cottage cheese. So that's my meal, and that's a good meal. And it's a cost-effective meal, and it makes plenty. And then I put some lemon juice on my salmon. I could heat my salmon with some tomato sauce. I have good tomato sauce, a seasoned tomato sauce. Eat your food down, save money. Rotate your stockpile. So what I do is I pack up the items. You saw me, I bought quite a bit of food. I don't know what caused me to do that. I'm so glad I did it, because there's been a big spike in the cost of food. And I bought iced tea, and I froze it late last night. So I showed you I bought about a month. Okay, it was several months ago. I got large boxes and I boxed up food for like probably 6 months. Well, when you eat it, it goes down fast. So today, one of the reasons I was at Walmart is because I want to hurt myself. No, this is the food I showed you, and it's about 2 weeks canned food, and I want to close the box and I want to put it upstairs. I want to keep it separate from my food downstairs because I know this food needs to be eaten before the food upstairs unless I need something. So when you're stockpiling like 2 weeks in one box, you know, oh, I know I have some cornflakes up there. I know, I have some canned meals and some beans because I've been stocking 2 cans beans, 2 cans meals, milk, and soup. So I know I have that. Oh, so you keep your items, you eat your items down that you bought, you stockpile them like in a pile and you eat those down first. And then I have cases of food. So I'm looking at those cases constantly, which is not fun, to see how those are going down. A case will last you quite a while. Okay, so you're keeping your, it's going to be easier to control your stockpile if it's separate than if you have like a whole room set up like a grocery store. To me, that doesn't work because then things get dust, and that is not desirable. The food is expensive. You don't want it dusty. Keep your items separated. So I have cases. I had big boxes, maybe about 6 months of food. And then I started doing this by the week that I've been showing you. So, and the boxes were $1.08 at Walmart. Well worth it. I close them up, I stack them up, and I forget about it. No insects, no rats, and no mess. Okay, as you eat items, keep a list of food that you're commonly running out of. So I have a list. I noticed when I was inspecting my cases that I eat more tomato soup than anything, and we'll get into that in a minute. And so I have on here tomato soup. I can live on corn only, but I do like to stockpile, and I buy these by the case. Green beans, peas, corn, and mixed vegetables. And then evaporated milk. I want to, like, if I was going to eat this rice with milk and sugar, I could use it's a 1/3 cup, so I would use maybe a 1/2 cup evaporated milk and a 1/2 cup of water and some sugar. So I have that in my stockpile. But I can also just eat rice, The other good one when you're cutting carbs is a 1/4 cup oatmeal, a 1/4 cup powdered milk, a 1/4 cup 1/2 nuts, 1/2 raisins, and a 1.5 cups of water. So boil your water, put everything in. So you're getting a carb, so you're not dying if you've been eating carbs. So those are 2 I know of, and I'll mention the other ones. Also, I buy 6 at a time Walmart soda pop because they told me a long time ago at the 7-Eleven, be ready for 2 liters of soda to go up to $5 each. And so like now, $5, $7 is not uncommon for food. Ketchup, if I'm likely to run out of any condiment, it'd be ketchup. So I usually have about 2 or 3. Crackers, $6 a month. Shelf-stable milk, 10 per month. Laundry detergent, okay, I'm liking those little packets, but they're very expensive and they don't seem to have a Walmart brand, so I'm watching Walgreens. They have good sales on that kind of stuff. Dish soap. I found one. I got these at Grocery Outlet pretty cheap. And they're not too expensive there. I also found some good cleaning products at Dollar Tree. So dish soap, laundry. So if I notice something I'm constantly running out of, I want to concentrate on that. One thing that it seems like no matter how much I stockpile is toilet paper, paper towels, and napkins. Okay, so as you eat the items, keep a list that you notice that you're running out of. Okay, remove food by the week. So you're taking the food out of your stockpile for about a week, and when you start doing that week after week after week, then it becomes easier to manage, say, your cases of food, or like in my case, the month boxes, the big ones. I'm not doing the big boxes anymore. That was a big fat mess. But I will keep the boxes and throw junk in for the swap meet. We'll get into that in a minute. So, okay, so when you're removing that food by the week, your food goes down fast. So I had some little boxes. I tried to get some boxes today at Walmart, but it depends who it is. Some of them go, yeah, sure, take it. And others go, no, we're not allowed. So, all right, so this is some food that I'm kind of planning on eating this week. So, I bought something. This is cheaper than the way I usually buy for spaghetti. It's a packet and it's the tomato paste. You can freeze the tomato paste. You know, you can kind of open the can and then just freeze it and slip it out, and then you can just cut off pieces as you need it. But these packets, these used to be very cheap, but this was $1.07 and the paste was $1. Okay, I used to buy it this way, but this is still $1.74, but see how much easier this is to store. I don't want breaking glass. Then, you know, when I make like these packets, instead of paste, I like to use, I blend stewed tomatoes in the blender, and then I make, I put some mushrooms in it, and then if you had this cheese, this homemade cheese is awesome. This would be awesome on some spaghetti, on some homemade spaghetti or tacos. So I will be stocking up. I will be, when I find the buttermilk on sale. The people, they didn't have Newts, and they had the other one, and they said that was the best one. But this is pretty good. So see how this is so much easier to store? And so what I'm doing, and so here is the pineapple I took out because I have all that buttermilk, and I want to have peaches. It could be, it could be peaches or pears, whatever you have. So I took that out. And then I wanted to mention, you know, I've been eating a lot of tomato soup. So I want to mention this. I bought this for $1.50. And what it was is some noodles, some like beef broth packet, a seasoning packet, and some oil. It says soybean. So I thought, really, these are 72 cents, so $1.40, and these are $1.40, so 2 of these is a lot more nutritious. And then I buy the big ones at Dollar Tree, and then I mix them up with half evaporated milk, half a can of evaporated milk, half a can of tomato soup, water, and so it makes a big bowl. And then I just keep those in a big bowl, and then this week I took out these crackers that I bought for 50 cents. So I like to eat crackers and cheese, so that is awesome because I have my homemade cheese. All right, I had something good today. Now this, I will be pursuing some more of these. I bought this, these were $3.29, and I never bought one of these in my life. I thought, why? Well, at $1.18, they're really delicious, and if you have soup, you know, you can get by, and you get some cookies. And then I bought this one for $1.99, and it was some kind of, what is this, Monterey Jack cheese and Italian salami. That was really good. This was marked down too. These were $5.99 with crackers, and then I had a little soup left over, and then, I mean very little, and so that is why I ate this thing. Regular top ramen is a lot cheaper. Okay, so that's on the tomato soup and the soup in general. And then if I wanted to make sticky rice or granola, I bought these at Dollar Tree, and there's enough in one of these to make applesauce bread. I have 3 apples I need to cook down. There's peanuts in here, but the papayas, if you cut those in little pieces, you cook your rice, you put coconut milk heated and sugar. You don't have to, but put sugar, and then put the papayas on. That is very delicious. So you'd have a little bowl of rice with some coconut milk and some dried papayas, but fresh are good too, or canned. Okay, and then if you need coconut milk, just put your coconut, 1 cup coconut in 4 cups water, bring it to like almost a boil, and then turn it down and just simmer it until the coconut is broken all the way down, and then put it in your blender, spread, you know, pulverize it good, pour it through a screen, and then if you refrigerate it, the oil will raise to the top, so you always have some oil. I wanted to mention I bought these because, you know, I close everything with these. Now I have, here it is. I went through my food and I donated a lot of food, but I have a box of food in here. I don't want it in my cupboards. I don't want it anywhere. I want to eat it down. So these are handy. I close the birds' food with them, and I use it for all kinds of things. I got those at Walmart. So that is the food that I plan on eating this week. So that is what, so you're taking the whole week out at once. And then I took this out. I bought a bunch of these. I'm 12.24. I've had these ever since then. So this is some 3-bean soup. So I'm taking this out, and when I eat my pickles down, then I'm going to eat this 3-bean salad down. All right, that's that. So also when you're planning your meals and you look what you have, remember I bought the chicken, I bought hamburgers, hot dogs. There's no cheap hot dogs. At Walmart, the cheap hot dogs were $1.64, so go to Grocery Outlet. Grocery Outlet didn't have them either. I don't know if this is permanent or they're just waiting for stuff. And then when I went to Ralph's, they had big packages that were pretty good on lunch meat, $5.99. But what if you need lunch meat and cheese? Same thing with cheese. You want to find the good cheese on sale. So it's well worth doing the discount shopping and using your freezer. Oh, I forgot to tell you about something. Okay, I couldn't find chives. Take a look at this, $3.28. And look how full it is. So not only are they incredibly expensive, that's shrinkflation. But I thought, okay, that's fine because I use them a lot. I don't like it. Next time I find them at Dollar Tree, I'll buy 6. Okay, so Now, so you're taking your food out. I'll be dehydrating. I'll be browsing around for food like the carrots that I can pickle. You can pickle anything. You can pickle broccoli. With broccoli and cauliflower, you might want to just boil it for like a couple minutes and then plunge it into some cold water before you pickle it. Okay, so you're getting control of your food because you're buying canned food because nothing's going to happen to it. It can, if you have had it yourself and you know it hasn't been, my friend, the one I was trying to help, the one that didn't have a single bite of food in her refrigerator, she had food out in a hot shed. That is not a good idea. Furthermore, that could inspire someone to want to break into your shed. Also, here we can't really use a hibachi because it's so dangerous because of fires. So we got to be thinking about that. So, okay, I was talking to this Simply Renee. Go to Facebook and join her. If you do, say you came from my channel, so she won't be scared to let you join. But we were talking about what happened to her. Hairdressers don't know a stranger. Is due to her job, I don't know if it was carpal tunnel or whatever, she couldn't work. And so I was talking to her for a few minutes and she had all the same interests I do. But one thing I'm really looking forward to is she makes chocolate chip scones, but she makes her bread and her scones with sourdough starter. And she goes, let me tell you how to do it. I go, I've seen all the videos. I don't get it. If you do a video, it's going to help so many people. And so also she gave me all kinds of good tips on flower arrangements, but I don't want to tell you guys because if she does the YouTube. All right, this is what I want to mention. Okay, say if you want to start a YouTube, I do all my YouTube on, I've done them always this way. It's better if you have someone to do it, but if no one's there, then you can do it yourself. You just put your iPhone or your phone on the tripod, and then you press, like when I'm behind the phone, I press video, go to camera, video, and it starts recording. And then you just walk around and you press and it ends the video, and then you upload it. I don't do any of the uploading or anything like that myself, but you can do your own YouTube right on your iPhone. And then she was mentioning that her parents had stuff that they could sell on eBay. So I mentioned, like, so maybe you think, well, I don't know how I could get it to the person. Well, you take it to FedEx and they box it up and send it for you. It's expensive, but you just figure out how much it's going to be and then you charge the customer. Okay, see this? This is a ceramic cat. Okay, if you find these like Siamese, they can be worth about, I'm not selling this because this was my grandmother's. So figure I'm 70 years old and I know I wasn't 10. So these kind of things were like 60 years old and my grandmother would go, don't touch them. So this was my grandmother's and I will give it to my granddaughter. And what she used to do is she used to put them around on the floor like there was a cat down there and they look so pretty. Sometimes I put them out. So these, if you find these in a thrift store, there's collectors and they're really pretty around the house. So that's for eBay, but I want to mention also about the swap meet. So a lot of things are like estate. Say if someone dies, put all the clothes in garbage bags and then figure out what you're going to do. So what you can do is I think the best way is to sell a carload at a time. So it'd be about 10 bags and you just dump them on a tarp, get there at 6, leave at 10, and usually you're going to make about $200. Don't try to figure out what stuff is worth, figure out what can I sell it for. And like if you need money, go through the house. This is one of the things I'm doing. And it's a lot better if your stuff is boxed up or bagged up so it doesn't get dusty, because that is what damages your stuff, whether it be kitchen stuff, Your kitchen is one of the most valuable. I also bought tools from people, and if you go, I was telling Renee, when you're done, you can leave a little pile of stuff for people who are just getting started, because it's like anything, it's a little business, it's hard to get started. So you get in one time, you do not ever spend your, like it cost me $25 to get in because I have a small car. You do not ever spend that, so you can always go to the swap meet anytime you want. So I wanted to mention that, because one of the best things to do is try to earn a little extra money as we're going on. Okay, so now when you see a food climbing dramatically, what my plan is to buy food like the food pantry. So I mentioned to you, I went to the food pantry and they were out of food. So it wasn't last week, it wasn't the week before, it was the week before that. So this week I was able to buy cereal. I got the corn flakes for $1.99, Walmart, oatmeal. So those are two foods I was looking for. Milk, I got a fabulous deal on the buttermilk. Lunch meat, the lunch meat was like really expensive. You know how like for a long time I would go buy bologna so you can have bologna sandwiches and cheese, sliced cheese, or cheese, better if you make your own. But when it's high like this, if you have some, then you can go for a while. Peanut butter, I did see some good deals on peanut butter, big jars. Fruit and vegetables, no, I didn't find the fruit marked down like I did. They might have it tomorrow, I will check. I don't need that much fruit, and I have canned fruit anyway. And when you buy pineapple, if you get packed in your own juice, then that's like getting juice too. They gave us 2 loaves of bread. Yeah, I did see bread today. I could have gotten really nice bread and treats, but I really didn't need that. Sausages, they gave us sausages, so I saw the package of sausage and I thought I will take that, because I will either make pancakes and eggs and sausage, or it could be bacon, or eggs with sausage and bread, or an egg and cheese burrito. Okay, refried beans. I found the place where there's a place here in town. It's called Malado or something like that. I'm not good at Spanish, but I located that and I thought, oh, I'll be getting the rice and the beans and the stuff. Sweet potatoes and potatoes. So I have canned, I want to use those up. Actually, the produce was laid out nice, really nice and early, but the stuff looked kind of old. So I said, just wait. And then I'm looking for squash. What I'm really looking for is spaghetti squash, acorn squash, and butternut. But just one, because, you know, if there's just one of you. Okay, so that is when food starts to climb, what you can look for. Then think about a picnic. Deviled eggs. So you always want to have eggs if you can possibly. Sandwiches with chips, lemonade, brownies. I go, yeah, that sounds good. Potato salad. And then if you have a can of peas and you drain your peas and make it exactly like potato salad, but you use peas, people will look at it and then they'll eat a little spoonful and they'll just eat it, keep eating it and saying, I don't know why I like this. I go, because it's good, that's why. Chicken drumsticks. When I used to go to anything when I was young, you know, I was always poor, and I would make cookie sheets full of chicken drumsticks, and those would be the first things to go. Okay, let's see. All right, how about spaghetti with salad, garlic bread, and pudding? So we're looking for, how about egg, sausage, toast, and jam? How about turkey burgers with macaroni and cheese and some peas and carrots out of the can? How about lunch meat and some, pickled vegetables? How about sloppy joes and tater tots? That was one of my famous ones. How about hot dogs with rice or macaroni and cheese with green beans and pudding? So I stocked up a lot of boxes of pudding and Jell-O, so I want to eat those. Okay, you guys, I will see you tomorrow. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And God bless you all. So I just walk around and I press on video to stop the video, and then just load your video. Get someone to help you.